covering sports, sports is supposed to be fun. You're covering games. It's not as serious as covering the unemployment rate or the war in Ukraine. So you have to have energy and make what you're doing fun so the viewer can see that this is an enjoyable activity and they won't change the channel. Well, I think in both realms, both news and sports, you're dealing with a lot of people with egos. My biggest takeaway from that is you have to first get them to trust you and develop some kind of rapport. The other thing is I always like to talk to them about what I'm trying to do with the interview, so they have an opportunity to prepare for the interview as opposed to just springing questions on them. I think it's important for broadcasters to stay up to date with their area. So websites are great, watching other games, but the thing that I try to do is I try and watch broadcasters from a lot of different areas, football broadcasters, baseball broadcasters, even newscasters, and look and see how they ask questions. And I get a lot of tips from watching other people, including newscasters. Mason Student Cable is a tremendous incubator for our people that want to work in broadcasting. You can learn how to be a producer, an editor, a director. You can learn how to operate a camera. You can be on air. You can be color commentator. You can be play-by-play. You can do lacrosse. You can do soccer. You can do basketball. You can start as a freshman. And so with 4 years under your belt, you are really experienced. Your resume is going to look great when you submit that resume to NBC or CBS after you graduate. If you're working in a large market, and let's use Washington as an example, you're going to be covering the Wizards, the Caps, the Mystics, the Commanders. And an example of a small market is Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and obviously the big team there is Alabama football. The budgets for large markets are bigger. You may be working with 3 or 4 other colleagues in your sports department, where in Tuscaloosa, you are the sports department. You may have to learn how to operate a camera. You may have to learn how to edit. There's all sorts of things that you'll have to do in a small market that you will not be doing in a large market. I think one of the great things about Mason is we have a sport communication minor. We give you a great opportunity to develop skills, but also develop knowledge that can help you get that job in the broadcasting industry after you graduate.